190 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Let's Play series. So I know I didn't do a video on Monday. I want to give myself a little more time to try to make the Eldritch solo mode looking as good as possible. And one of the things that requires is gems, I would say. Or craft disenchant a whole bunch of cards, but I'd rather go the gem route. So, since I'm coming close to the end, unless there's like a festival or something that comes in, instead of doing 2 episodes a week, I'm just gonna do 1, because I'm pretty close to the end. If the Eldritch really is the last thing, like, that means, like, this is the second to last video. But, of course, if there's, like, festivals, I can maybe put out a Monday video for that. Or if there's a new solo mode. I'm not sure. Maybe I could still stick to, like, 1 episode a week, even if there's a solo mode. Just to give myself as much delay as possible before I get to the Eldritch, to try not to have to disenchant a whole bunch of cards to get the decks. Because I want to show off like different decks I haven't shown off before. I could probably choose archetypes that I already played and that I already have the cards for, but I'd rather go with unique decks if I can. I already have the decks in mind. The only problem is that there's quite a few different URs and SRs. And I'm really running out. Luckily, I was able to get the URs and SRs for the Ally of Justice, though, so that's good. But yeah, just thinking ahead a little bit. That's why. Anyway, also, this might be a good. It's actually pretty good having a video for today because there's a lot of exciting stuff. Like, we just got a little bit of an update. So, I'm glad I can talk about it. It just came up. It came just now. That's really good. Of course, by the time you see it, it may be already into it a little bit. But at least I can show you the start of it. And then maybe, like the associated cards I can maybe get from the packs a little bit later on. And also, I kind of like the delay anyway, because maybe I can, like, finish off the Duel Pass and show off my finished Duel Pass before I'm putting, like, my channel maybe on a hiatus, maybe figuring out something else to do, maybe something I could do utilizing my coding experience. It's nothing set in stone, of course, as I keep saying. But I think I should be able to pass my class, so that's good. So, and then once I get the certificate, maybe, like, I can get even more coding experience, and then I can, like, share even more stuff, and use that, to do some spiritual related stuff. Anyway, also I put down a little bit of a verse in the community post. I can also, like, link it in the description. A prayer. Just a cool little prayer I found in the place called Heaven, which I thought was a pretty good book. Some of it might have been a little bit, like, I kind of have to agree with all of it, but of course, like, some of it is, like, harder to take in than other things. But yeah. I'm sure he did a good enough job. Anyway. Now that I've finished it, I can give it to one of my other family members, so that maybe we can discuss it. Because it's always good to, like, be able to, like, discuss this kind of things with others. These kinds of things with others. Anyway, I better get the verse up. I'm sure I gave it enough time. And I wanted to give people a little bit of time to make it in. There it is. I can put down the verse. And as always, I would like to thank everyone in advance if they do like or subscribe. I can't really see that unless I reload, which I don't really like doing, like, until the very end. So I'm sorry if I miss you, but you could always, leave, something in the chat about it if you really do want me to shout you out within the stream itself. And you can always leave verses, too. Might not be able... this might be the only opportunity you have for me to share. Since if two people share a verse with me, I think what I'm gonna do is, instead of going with this verse, I'll just do placeholder. And then if I get two people sharing a verse, since I may only have a few episodes left, what I can do is, instead of doing the placeholder verse, I can do like one of the shared verses. Whoever shared with me the verse first, and then I can do the other verse as the other video, and that way if I only have 2 episodes left, I can still share both verses. If I get more than 2, I'm not sure. Because I do kind of like only doing one video, just so we can have like a major focus on like one of them. Yeah, there's some cool rewards. I mean, there's that. Oh, I think that's the new selection pack. That's cool that they're actually giving a selection pack ticket instead of Blazing Pack. Oh, Blazing Arena. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think I guess I could look into that now. But of course, I'll do the I'm gonna do the news and stuff later on, and of course, I can like look more into the update stuff later on. First, I want to do the solo mode. I got my Ally. Or is this still my genetics? I don't think I have my Allied Justice accessories up yet, so I'm gonna do that. I mean, genetics kind of fits in line with the Allied Justice, but it would be kind of boring, like just making that the thing again. Especially since I already have Allied Justice stuff. Like I have that. Not sure if I have a good Allied Justice. I mean, I don't know. I guess I could do gold this time. Mate, I don't even know if I have an Allied Justice inspired mate. Not really. But I think I did Allied Justice Cyberdragon as one of them, so really only covers one of them, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I don't really have any good ones. Yeah, not really. So I'm just gonna go with one of the, base off of one of the decks. That kind of gives you a little bit of a sneak peek. And then for this one, I don't know, kind of difficult. Legendary Dragon of White. Don't really have any good ones here. I mean, I don't know. Honest Neos, the story behind that is I'm kind of keeping things honest by kind of restricting maybe the use of certain attributes. I don't know. There's not really any good ones. I guess I could kind of do this to kind of show the restriction. We're not. You see, there's no good ones. That's a problem. I don't know. I guess I'll go with that. False. That kind of like maybe blessing, like if you adhere to what Allied Justice is, don't mind, but like if you're like that guy playing, that one guy playing the wrong attributes, then you're in for a tough time against the Allied Justice. There could be the story with that. Good enough. Man. You're gonna barely see the wallpaper, so it doesn't really matter too much. At least the mate is kinda good, I guess. Fitting up one deck, really. Oh, you know what? I messed up. I should just... I don't know what I was doing there. Here we go. Okay, let's go to Ally of Justice now, which is Alliance for Justice. So in parentheses, I'll just say the name of the Solomon Gate, so I have that on hand. Oh yeah, and by the way, I found a pretty good, I mean, I assume it's probably pretty good. I found a proxy site for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because it's not like, because it wasn't really the funnest thing, like, having to do it yourself. But this one, I think, might size it, like, properly. So, if so, that's pretty good. Kind of like that Magic site that sizes things properly. That's sponsored by MTG Goldfish. So, and that's, like, that one's probably a little more official. I think MTG Goldfish might be a little more official. They even have their own YouTube channel and all that. But this one is made by, I think, more of a random guy. I forget who. But, of course, if you're watching this now, you can say, hey, like, that's mine. But, like, if anyone wants the link, I can give it, I can, like, always give it down in the comments, and, of course, credit, the creator alongside it, or if the creator just wants to, like, share the link, that's totally fine, too. I'm definitely going to try using it, though, and if anyone wants to know, like, how it worked for me, I can get back to you once I actually try it out. I'm gonna test it out with some cards for my friend first, and then if it's working pretty well, maybe I can even make proxies for myself in a little bit easier way to maybe so that I can like have proxies until I actually get the cards, like, because I'm kind of thinking maybe like Thunder Dragons might be kind of cool to combine with my Mune deck that I already have, or maybe Metaphys, or Mayakashi, because I kind of like the loop potential, or like a 6 Samurai deck, because like once again loop potential. Kind of like the loopy decks when you're playing like with no time limit. They're a lot more fun when you're playing with no time limit, especially the 6 Samurais, because then you can because like you can just keep looping and looping and looping, which isn't really viable when there's a time limit, but it's completely viable when there's not. And then Mayakashis you can pretty easily loop without needing to worry if there's a time limit or not. You just need to get fast at it, but still it's nice when there's no time limit. But of course the Mayakashis can't loop as long as the 6 Samurais, but just the looping in general. But, and also another thing that the Mayakashis have that the 6 Samurais don't necessarily have, unless like I guess you played, but I'm not sure how well it would work if you did play Zombie World with 6 Samurai, because I think some of them require like specifically warriors, making sure. But so I'm not sure if it would work or not, but like the Mayakashis work really easily with the Zombie Mill card, because like that's specifically when a zombie is special summoned, which I mean of course all the Mayakashis are. So that's what they have kind of on 6 Samurais. But of course, that may not be the easiest thing to always set up, like judging by like if anyone saw why I was trying to set that up against like one of the streamers on here, and I wasn't really able to manage it. Maybe I just need more practice with it though. Anyway, I should probably get to the duels because it's already... I'm sorry there's such a delay with that, but I wanted to talk about some of the updates, give you some updates. Anyway, I can talk more and more updates, but first I better show off the first Ally of Justice deck here. I think the first one I'll go with is... probably one of the weaker ones first. Okay, where's my last one? I know I have 3 here. Oh, yeah, Cyber Dragon. I guess I could go with Cyber Dragon first, just to show off why I went with the mate that I did. Yeah, I'll go with Cyber Dragon first. Just to and also this kind of shows off the reason why I went with the mate that I did. So, the thing that I like about... So, I'll give the time. So, 16 minutes basically. I'll just do A of J. So I can... And then I'll just do Cyber. I'll just spell... Just in case I don't know what, like, CD stands for. Anyway, I think enough of you should understand what A of J stands for. Anyway, yeah, so the Cyber Dragon... The cool thing about this... Oh yeah, I forgot the Ally of Justice were machines as well. So, the cool thing about this deck is Clockwork Knight works really well because both Cyber Dragons and the Ally of Justice are both machines. And this is just going to give my machines an extra 500 attack boost. And also add an Earth Machine. Unfortunately, that doesn't really work with any of them. So that won't really ever come into play. I think this was pretty much made for trains, which is why it's saying Earth Machine specifically. But it's still cool that it gives all of my guys an extra 500 attack and defense. And I think since I'm doing the... I think in this one my opponent's playing Worms, so... Which actually, Quarantine helps with that. Quarantine does help with that since my opponent's playing Worms, because all the Worms are lights. I'm not sure how much it's going to help, because a lot of the time they're just sending them, but it might help a little bit. Only thing that the Quarantine might be a little weird with is this Cyber Dragon stuff, since it's all lights. But not all the fusions are lights. Some of the better fusions even aren't lights, like this one's not light. So I can still fusion summon out some of my fusions even with this being on the field. But of course my exceeds are lights and this is a light, so. And then I'm also, of course, playing all the Ally of Justice. This was another thing about the Ally of Justice, is that a lot of the synchros are URs and SRs. So, of course, like, maybe not the best thing to make, like, to spend your resources on, because a lot of the Ally of Justice synchros are just not very good. But Catastrophe is decent, at least. And then, of course, the Verde Anaconda is there because he works well with the fusion cards. Because it doesn't just have to work with the Destiny of Phoenix Force. It can also send stuff like Fusion or Polymerization. It can send this one. Yeah, it can send this one. And then, of course, Chaos Angel is nice because lights and docks. Cyber Dragon lights. Ally of Justice docks. And the cool thing about Chaos Angel is that I don't even need tuners for this, because I can just treat one of my lights or docks as a tuner. And it's especially nice playing this in a light and dock deck, because then you can get both effects off, which is very nice. It's also nice because it like helps mass protect your board instead of just protecting itself. Oh yeah, fun fact. I got the Prismatic Chaos Angel on my other account, which I'm probably not even gonna use Chaos Angel for that account. Ah man, it really should have been the opposite. I really should have gone the Prismatic on here, or the Royal Finish on here, and then just the regular, or just none at all on my other account. Like, I was kind of like, I was kind of thinking like, well, that's just rude, because like You know I would like that, but it's on the wrong account. Well, whatever, it's fine. For Savage Dragon, this play is nice because this can just go on top of the other Savage Dragon. And it gets a little bit more materials because as long as you're not using it to its 60 material, usually can just give it like full materials. But even if it's not, it doesn't really matter since it can also give itself extra materials too, which is really nice. Of course, Machine Dupe is also pretty good because it pairs pretty well with... Actually, I don't think it does. I don't think... Yeah, this is only for the Savage Dragon, so it's the only one that... Actually, yeah, I don't have... There are no ally of Justice that meets the condition, so this is for the Savage Dragons. I think the thing that stinks a little bit, though, is that it doesn't say original, so if you, like, already have Clockwork Knight up, the Machine Dupe bring the core just above the threshold, or hers just above the threshold, means you can no longer use them. But, of course, it's nice that, like, you can also bring out the original Savage Dragon with this. Yeah. And even if though I'm only playing one, I can bring out the original Savage Dragon as one, and then just a different monster as... Actually, I wonder, because it becomes Savage Dragon. Is it even usable? I'm not sure if it's even usable at this point. We're just running one Savage Dragon. Oh wait, this does say up to 2, so I can still just summon the one Savage Dragon. Okay, good, I'm good. I was wondering about that. Cyber Emergency. Yeah, this is really only for adding a few of these Savage Dragons. Yeah. Because I know monsters that cannot be normal summoned set within this. Transmodify can come in handy too. Heavy Metal Raiders. Yeah, this is really only for the Ally of Justice side, since the actually, no, not just the Ally of Justice. This can come in handy when I'm bringing out my Savage Dragon fusions out of Dark. And then, of course, Duality is nice since I'm playing both Light and Dark. And then Metaverse as basically an extra copy of the Heavy Metal Raiders. And Dark Sacrifice, of course, for help. As another way to maybe mill off a little bit of my Dark Ally of Justice. Because I think there's really only one. Well, there are a few that meet the threshold. Fortunately, I don't think any of them have graveyard effects, but it's basically just to help thin out my deck a little bit. Yeah. Also, negating stuff is nice. And of course, the Ally of Justice Synchros for whenever I can go into them. Sega. Technically, I could utilize this with my stronger Ally of Justice monsters. So there's also that. Since this can just be a machine. And then of course a few of the fusions basically can just call for machines, so I can also utilize my Ally of Justice for a few of my fusion summons. Kinda why I want to play a few of those that could also call for call for machines. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Okay, that seems pretty good. Forgot to change decks. I need to do that. Okay. Yeah, so here we go. Ally of Justice Cyber Dragon versus Worms. So 25 minutes. That's not too bad. And then A of J Saber Dragon Duel. I'll just do Saber Duel. Nah, I don't want to type it all out. Okay, so here we go. 1,000 arms. So starting with a bunch of the Allied Justice, although of course this is nice whichever side I see since all machines anyway. Ah man, that stinks. It already has 2,000. Non-light monster. I'm probably gonna have to do this and then I can just take it out. Oh wait, I have this now. Okay. Oh, this would just be able to return the Axe of Despair, but then my opponent can just play on something else, so I don't want to do that. Probably better just go for the core, honestly. Although I do like the Clockwork Knight. Yeah, my opponent's not playing machines. Oh, it just makes all monsters become machines. Oh. Well, that's nice. So now that loses. That still wouldn't be enough for the 1,000. Okay, I'll just do the core then. Huh. Yeah, I better go with the Cyber Emergency then. Oh, and that's actually really nice with the Fortress Dragon because now I can use my opponent's monster really easily. Oh, that is so nice. Now I understand why Clockwork Knight is not bad. I didn't realize that. Special summon one Cyber Dragon from your deck. So I better just add the hers, I think. Okay, now I can go for the fusion summon. So it's gonna have 2,500. Good. And this isn't the one that will send my cards to the graveyard on fusion summon. So that's nice. $2,500 attack, not bad. Ah man, but I still got rid of 2. 2 for the price of 1. Not bad. Of course, the sleeves are pretty nice because it shows a light and darkness dragon, which is fitting since I'm playing both lights and darks. And also, I'm going against a light deck, so that's also kind of cool. So now it's gonna get to attack twice. I might as well do this. Not like it's really gonna matter. Unless my opponent has a way to destroy a spell. But they didn't, so that's good. Yeah, of course, Heavy Metal Raiders is nice because it helps protect my monster from battle once per turn. And also, I get an extra special summon. Was originally a Dark Machine, okay. So I guess I better just go for... I guess this could be useful for return my own stuff, but I don't think it's that necessary right now. It's kind of like a more balanced version of heavy true need in a way. Anyway, I should probably go. Oh yeah, and then this can set me up for Synchro Summon by special summoning out the tuna. So I might as well go for 1,000 arms. Yeah, I might as well go for 1,000 arms. Actually, what does Duality do? Special summon a light or dark monster from your hand or extra deck? Or extra deck? Wow. With the same original type and level. Oh, which I guess is kinda nice since I'm running a few higher level monsters as well. But I think I'm just gonna not activate it right away. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, see 2200 now. That's really pretty nice. And now I should be able to get the special summon. Special summon the tuna. And I get to attack right away with it, which is very nice. There's a Verde. I can't activate Duality? Huh. Actually, I didn't realize that to be same original type and level. Wonder if I would be able to pull this off, but I might be able to. I guess we'll see. Maybe I shouldn't go with Verde right away. What would I be able to go into? Technically, I could go into this. Oh wait, no, I don't think so, because that can't be Fusion Summon. That can't be Fusion Summon. This can. I'm not sure how necessary it is. But it would give me different levels. So level 5 light. I do technically have that. But I don't know. I think maybe I'll just keep this for now. I think it's bad to go into my fusions when I can actually go into battle with them, because they're about like trying to get a lot of attacks in. So now it's probably a good idea. Although, what levels sync? I have a 5 and 8 and 9 and 10. So 7 right now. This would equal up to 10. Huh. Or I could just go for game. What 10s do I have? How good would they be? This one allows me to ban Shaka on the field, which is really nice. That's a nice bonus as well, on top of everything else. This one, of course, allows me to destroy a card. Oh wait, only if my opponent would actually have a light, which I can't know because it's in defense. So it's probably better to just go for the Predator plant, honestly. Probably using the hers though. So now I could go for that, but I should go for the Verdanacon instead. But I won't use the tuna. I don't really want to use the tuna. Oh yeah, if I use this effect, I can't go into anything else really. That's fine. Oh yeah, now I can add back this one since it's technically a subject. Thought I should. Oh, I can't go for that? Oh. I mean, I guess I might as well. Wait. Why was I able? Wait, am I just not able? I don't know. I forget which effect. I guess I'm... Why was I able to do that before? I don't think I was able to activate it before. Oh well. I don't know. For some reason I couldn't activate well. I had Clockwork Knight. I don't get it. Whatever. Oh, it's because I needed that in the graveyard. Okay. That's fine. Well, I'll just do that now. Wait. No. I didn't mean to do that. Well, at least it has a graveyard effect anyway. So now I can send to basically redo my graveyard. Oh, and now I have the graveyard effect of... Oh, duality. Yeah, that's nice. So I guess I might as well do that. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, I just drew into another duality. Of course. Also, this gain 500 attack on top of the fact that I can get multiple attacks is really nice. Man. Really? Actually, this is pretty much always going to be a board-wide buff to me and a board-wide neg to my opponent because it just makes everything a machine anyway. I didn't even think about that, but I don't know. Maybe it's so you don't even really need to play in a machine deck because it's going to make everything machine anyway, pretty much. Huh. Interesting. Well, I think I have it in most of my decks anyway. So next deck. Next deck, I think I'll do the Ally of Justice Stun. So, this is gonna be 38 minutes, or 39 minutes. 39 minutes will be A of J Stun. So, this deck. Here we go. So, a little bit about this deck. The Ally of Justice Stun. What I'll do is I'll just go through every card first, cycle through, and I'll talk about it a little bit. This deck, I think, the Ally of Justice, no special summons of lights makes a little bit more sense because I'm not really looking to special summon as much. This is more just like trying to get a floodgate on the field and then protect as much as I can or something. With a little bit of an Ally of Justice spin on things. And maybe go into my X deck a little bit. Oh, was I not playing the Royal Finish Catastrophe in the last one? Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. I got a Royal Finish Catastrophe. I don't think I actually remembered to put in the last one. But yeah, I do have a Royal Finish Catastrophe. I think I got it from one of those packs where you could get like a chance of a finish for. Forget where I got it, but I think it might have been from there. Anyway, so that's kind of cool. Oh wait, no, I think I was opening packs and I happened to get it. Because I was trying to open packs for some of these other Allied Justice synchros, which I didn't really get a lot of from opening the packs because I didn't really have a ton of gems, but I did get a few of them. But of course, getting the Royal Finish Katasa was nice. Anyway, I also had the Samurai Destroyer, which I'm not sure if I had in the other deck, but in this, I mean, it could have gone in the other deck, but it can also go in this deck because, of course, I have a few machines that I want to get back. Also, this happens to be a machine that I can get back as long as I don't control a monster. So, if this was like the only thing on the field and I destroyed it, I could still get the border back, maybe. Like, I mean, sometimes I will be able to, but if not, I do have other options. Navy Dragon Mech. Yeah, this isn't really gonna help me get my stun cards back. So none of the synchros are really gonna help with the stun variation, except for maybe the Destroyer sometimes, but like for the most part, probably not. And then, yeah, once again I had the Clockwork Knight. So this is another deck where I have the Clockwork Knight. But at least with Dark Sacrifice, actually, never mind. Still only have the Allied Justice targets with the Dark Sacrifice. Summon Limit, because this is basically a stun deck, and I probably don't really need to summon a whole bunch with my Allied Justice anyway, so it's probably not too bad. And then this one requires that I don't control any special monsters. Yeah, so this could be a little bit bad for me, but basically I just try not to special summon if it's on the field. Yeah. And a few of these other ones may affect me a little bit, but it'd probably be just affecting my opponent more. Yeah. I don't know how well the two decks synergize together, like the stun with the Ally of Justice, but Ally of Justice do have a few extra stun, like sort of floodgates in themselves, like the fact that they punch lights, which I'm not sure if my opponent's really playing a light deck this time, so maybe the Ally of Justice won't punish my opponent really much at all. But the Katasa is still really good for punching a lot of different attributes. I don't think my opponent, but I think even, I don't know, my opponent may have a few non-darks for a Katasa to punish. Yeah, I think the problem is, like, they don't have enough of these kinds of cards where it just cares about non-dark. Like, if it was just non-dark instead of specifically light, that would be a lot better. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess the synergy with this deck is the fact that I technically don't need to special summon. Like, since my Ally of Justice main deck monsters aren't too terribly statted, and they can always gain more attack from the Clockwork Knight too. And I suppose the Dark Sacrifice is kind of a nice way of, like, saying, like, a negation, to help protect my, floodgate monsters. So there's also that. Anyway, yeah, I'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, change decks. But of course I'm saving the best. Well, I think that probably maybe the most competitive deck out of these bunch. Although the Savage Dragon deck isn't too bad. I think the Savage Dragons could just have some real synergy. Of course, the last deck I think kind of has some synergy too. Out of the three, this might be the one with the least amount of synergy though. Of course, it's probably going to be pretty hard to get 3 different decks all with the same amount of synergy. Let's go. Oh, so I meant to say, well, whatever. Here, what I can do here. Duel. There we go. The second one is of the duel. Okay, so starting off with my floodgates, but I also have the proper space, so maybe I can draw into a few. Yeah, and this one looks like my opponent's also I'll have Jeffress, so maybe not a ton of lights. But then again, I don't know how much the worm special summon, so I think the main, the primary plan was to play to play this deck first, since the worms are were kind of better, with the Allied Justice kind of showing off the whole. But I still think it's fine, since I played quite a few Allied Justice in the Savage Dragon variant as well. So it probably doesn't matter too much. It's still, there might not be as many lights from my opponent, so of course I'm not really doing a whole bunch of special summoning of lights, so it probably won't affect me very much. I suppose it does kind of fit the bear statues, like the whole theme around like not being able to special summon except for a certain type, but of course that's a lot better, since the opponent can't summon anything except for, no, I think a certain attribute. This one is just, they can't summon a certain attribute, so it's not as good. But of course it has higher attack, higher stats, so there's that. Part of Prosperity, I think I might as well play, just to see what I can get. 6 cards. Probably do some of the maybe Reproductus. I'm thinking Reproductus. Probably IP Masquerena. I don't know, maybe non-IP, just in case that comes in handy. Maybe the Griffin though. Kind of fine, I guess I'll go with this one. Oh no, I'll go with the Cerberus. Phoenix, I guess. And then I guess I'll go with Underworld. Okay. Dark Sacrifice, that might be useful. I already have the Fossil Diner to stop any kind of special summon. Oh, just one of them has to be a light? That's kind of nice. So I think I better just go with the Dark Sacrifice for negating something. It's kind of a specific negate, but whatever. Well, with Metaverse, I can keep. Yeah, and I think I want to do the Quarantine anyway to destroy the Nullifier. Okay, here we go. I also don't think my opponent's going to do a lot of special summoning either, so I don't know how handy the summon limit will come in, but maybe it will. Of course, since this is a stun deck, I kind of had to put in. Might as well wait to activate though until I really need to. Oh yeah, and there's also this as another field spell I decided to put in, which also limits summons, since it makes it the end phase. But I think I'd rather do Heavy Metal Raiders, since I know that'll come in handy. Metaverse also, like, so I guess there's also that kind of synergy, like, I can grab the Floodgate or I can grab the Heavy Metal Raiders, which is also nice for the Inspector border because that's a Dark Machine too. Yeah, unfortunately, what do I have in here? Nothing much. Unlimited can make my Ally of Justice become double, but I don't think I really need that just yet. I guess I might as well go for the Fossil Diner. I mean, I have an extra anyway, so keeps my opponent off with special summons and myself, but I'm just gonna go for it. Hopefully it's lower defense, which it was. Did I prevent anything? No, not really. Didn't really have a special summon effect on it. Okay. And unfortunately it has fairly low stats, and I don't really have the card really a way to protect it. Yeah, okay, fine. Oh, my opponent's just not gonna attack though? That's weird. I guess my opponent likes having Pachycephalo up. Well, I guess it also prevents me from spell summoning, so maybe they're thinking it's good for that. Whatever. I still don't think it's worth it doing coin. I mean, actually, no, I think this is good because, wait, I can't. Oh yeah, it basically kind of turns off the whole special summon a Dark Regime from my hand off. So maybe it's good that they turned it off for that. This card bows a light. Yeah, I don't think I really need. Actually, no, I probably should. Because then I can, like, actually destroy it. Actually, no, because... yeah, this is only protecting my stuff, so... I'll be able to destroy the Thousands without needing to worry about the quarantine being destroyed. Okay, let's go for this one, I guess. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Cool. What did what was that all about? This card bows a 9 light monster to destroy this card before damage calculation. Oh, yeah. That's kind of funny. So it would have been destroyed by its own effect. Otherwise, my opponent could just protect itself from being destroyed. But since it was being destroyed twice, my opponent can only protect it once. So that's the downside of that card, of course. Massive downside, even though it doesn't have a ton of attack, but I guess it's because they thought, like, oh, attacking all face-up light monsters is way too strong. Like, we better give it a downside. I don't know. Okay, well, there's a Clockwork Knight. Gives my monsters a 5 attack boost, of course. Also nice with the Patricephalus, since now it's 1700, so it's a little bit hard to take down now. Double its original attack, which I'm not sure if that's enough yet. Actually, I think I might as well just summon another Patricephalus out. Okay, there we go. Now I can basically attack with this one first. Okay, that doesn't matter. I'm still just gonna go for game. Yeah, I'm not sure how much my opponent was playing Special Summon anyway, but here we go. But here we go. Now I'm moving on to another, I think, one with more synergy. Here we go, last deck. What it was is, like, I was like thinking, like, I'm probably never gonna really be able to show off a stun deck. So which is the one, like, that where I would be able to show it up, like where I'm more likely to be able to show it off without hurting the deck too much. And so I decided, I forgot to do the middle card for this one. But yeah, anyway, I decided, I guess Salab Justice. So I decided to go with that one. Anyway, 58 minutes will be Allied Justice Super Heavy Samurai. So A of J. This one I'll just do SH Samurai. Yeah. While I'm waiting for it to hit the 58-minute mark, I'll just cycle through all these cards. Okay. Oh yeah, this time this one has Spell Canceller, which is actually really good for this deck because, of course I'm not playing a ton of spells, except for Sekka's Light, so really the only one it would turn off, would be the Sekka's Light, if I happen to draw into one of these when I already have the spell cancel on the field. But otherwise, it's pretty good. And it's also really useful because I can easily pen jump summon out, so I wouldn't have to like tribute summon for it. So I was thinking pretty good. And of course, Cleafort's not bad. This is actually useful with not only getting the Regulus into my hand, but also maybe getting one of my Allied Justice into hand, because I do have a few level 5 or higher Allied Justice machines. Of course, the Regulus is also a machine, and then of course Regulus also works really well with not... This is working really well because I have a ton of machines, so of course this is gonna easily turn on. Scarecrow. Yeah, and of course, like, some of these just being, like, super heavy samurais. I don't know. This one is at least, generic, so I can use the Allied just to go into this, but pretty much all the rest of the super heavy samurais. Actually, this one's also kind of generic materials. Anyway, of course, the nice thing about Sekka's Light is you can also banish it right away. Yeah, because you can use both in one turn, so you can banish it right away to make sure you still have no spell or trap cards in your graveyard afterwards for the Super Heavy Samurais, because that's what they care about. I guess if I was going to make the middle card would probably be the Regulus, since this also works with the Allied Justice Big Machines. This time I'm of course not playing the Clockwork Knight because that is a spell. I don't want to turn off the Super Heavy Samurais. Of course, the Samurai Destroyer working. I think this was kind of meant to be a Super Heavy Samurai card, maybe, but it does work with the Super Heavy Samurais, and it is called, and it does have Samurai in the name, which is kind of cool. I think this time I do have a few level 2 tuners, maybe not. So I guess I won't be summoning. Oh yeah, here's a tuner. So yeah, I do have. I can do the whole going a Brone play with this card. And I do have a few extra tuners in the Super Heavy Samurais, so maybe like that it'll also give the Dragon Max a bit more materials. Yeah, but more material, a bit more tuners to work with. Yeah, okay. Of course, this time also the Super Heavy Samurais aren't lights. I don't think I have any lights this time, so that means I won't have to worry about quarantine accents shutting down any of my deck, because I don't have. Looks like I don't have any lights this time, so that's kind of cool too. And also, I guess the pendulum's also kind of nice because they can like maybe help me put out a few more Allied Justice onto the field this time. Yeah. Hopefully I'm not too bad with the Super Heavy Samurai, because this is my first time playing them. I think this also. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully I'm not too bad with it. Yeah, I need to. Man, I forgot to. Deck overview is what I meant to say. And then here we go. Here's the duel. First, I need to change the decks, though. Here we go, and then here's the. I'll do 1 hour and 3 minutes. A of J S H S duel. Okay. And if anyone's enjoying my content, first of all, I ask that you like, I want to especially thank everyone who stays for the, verse as well that I do for every video, the verse discussion, because, I'm trying to help out as many people as I can with that part. But I would also like to thank everyone who has been subscribed to me and maybe who will. No, it's starting to come to an end, this Master series and maybe this YouTube career of mine, unless I decide to get back into it later on. But still hope everyone who wants to still comes for the little bit of time. I should probably pick the trap, actually. Yeah, once again, I think the Monarchs do run a few lights, maybe, though. But yeah, anyway, if maybe anyone wants to, like, help me out as it's coming to a close, help me out maybe, with maybe make sort of a lasting impact. Maybe you could, like, visit one of those affiliate links if it's in your best interest. But, of course, that's up to you to decide if you want to do that or not. Oh yeah, I guess it, like, also the pendulum's also pretty nice. Maybe it won't help me summon the level 8, but it can at least help me summon this guy. Which this is one of the other. No, this is only if I destroy a light monster. But yeah. special summon. Oh, I can steal spells or traps? Oh. I don't think stealing any of these would... I guess the first Monarch would be useful for that. Yeah, so I guess I might as well go for this one. I don't think I do want to tribute it. I would have to tribute it though, so... Oh yeah, I think this one is useful. Oh, it's best summoning one from my graveyard. Oh, okay, that's cool. So this one equips it and it treats it as a tuner. Oh, and then I can special summon it, but they're both effect monsters. I do have a tuner though. You contribute a monster you control equipped with this card by this card's effect. Oh, it special summons a Superheavy Samurai. I guess I might as well go for the special summon. Cool. Wait, what was the other effect? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think... And then I can tribute off for a different Superheavy Samurai. Okay. So now I can go for this one. I don't know if I want to. Oh, I increased one of my machines by 2, so that means I would be able to go for the... Ooh, I could go for the Bone Play now. That's kind of cool. Is that the best one? Wait. You can change its battle position. If you have no spells or traps in your graveyard, you can change this. Oh. So I can change it to attack and then add a Superheavy Samurai. And I think I want to go for the... What's the pendulum effect? You can add one Superheavy Samurai soul. Wait, what is the pendulum effect of this? Special summon one. Oh. This card uses Synchro Material. Oh. Oh. Wait. Oh, that's a oh, this is its monster effect. Oh. Well, that's not bad. From your hand or deck in a defense position. Ooh, that's not bad. I think I'm gonna go for this one then. I think this is the one you want to go for. Because it doesn't negate the effects, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't negate the effects. So I think I better go for this one. So put in defense, and now I can discard one to special summon a Superheavy Samurai monster from your hand to deck in defense position. Probably does this have a graveyard effect? No. So I think I better go with discarding that one, since that's fairly high level. So now I can special summon... Probably go for the the wagon then. Probably special summon the wagon because this will allow me to add a super heavy samurai soul from my deck to my hand. I should have a few souls. Yeah, super heavy. Yeah, I do have a few souls. So yeah, now I can go with the wagon. No. Because I want to change it by this effect so that I can add one of my super heavy samurai souls. So that can add a super heavy samurai monster from my deck to my hand. Okay. And then I gotta use the effects of that. Oh, but I can... This is another one of those cards that can just special summon also. So I think I'm gonna go with Soul Piercer though. I think that one is the better one. So, and then what I can do is I can put it on this one. And then this one is if I use it as synchro material. Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, so now I can go for this, or I can go for this one. I know this one's probably the better one. Then target one super heavy samurai monster, special summon to your zone. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go for... I don't think it matters, really. I think I'm just gonna use this one. Better equip it to the one that I'm using. So now I use that one as material. Because otherwise, yeah, this is only good if I use it as synchro material. So now I can add a super heavy samurai monster from my deck to my hand. Go for the one that special summons itself, or I can add another super heavy samurai monster from my deck to my hand and put in the graveyard, which I think is the better one anyway. Yeah, so I think I go for this one. So this is why the super heavy samurai deck is so good. So definitely a lot I can do. Now I'll go ahead and discard to add another super heavy samurai. There's a lot of being able to add. There's a lot of different ways to be able to add your cards too, so also that, like, is really nice. This one also allows me to special summon a monster. That one might come in handy because I don't have... If this card is normal or special summon, that's kind of nice. I think I will... Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should go for this one. Oh, I already had one. No, I should have gone for the soul. It's fine. I'm just gonna go with discarding one of these guys. Special summon. Maybe I should do the motorbike. I think that's the only tuner I have anyway. Of course, I can just make whatever I summon a tuner. Probably go for this guy though. Yeah, that seems good. That does seem pretty useful. And then I can make increase one of my guys' levels by 2, which I think I'll just do him. What? Oh, they're both tuners. I didn't even notice. Well, whatever. I still have this guy. So that's fine. Guess I better go for level 1 or level 4. Which would be more useful? 6, 10. I guess it really doesn't matter. Wait, is that second effect not a hard once per turn? I don't think this second effect is a hard once per turn. What? Why can't I go for a Synchro summon? Hold on. So 6 and 10. I do have... Wait. That's an 8 and 12. I think that's why I have 8 and 12. Wait, 10. What? Trying to make it work. 6, 7, 8. What? She has a tuner. So, if I made this a tuner, I don't know if that would do anything. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I think I messed up. I think I messed up. Man, I really want to go for the... Dang it. Dang it, I turned the... I gave the wrong thing an additional 2 levels. Man. Well, I guess what I do is I just equip it to the... This one... I think I have to. Now I can activate this again. It's cool that it's not a hard once per turn. Oh, maybe now I can go for it. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess I could just special summon this from my hand, so that may work. Oh wait, no I can't. Oh, that's the pendulum effect? Well, I guess I can at least go for the... So... add this one then, I guess. I don't know. Like, does special summoning even do anything? I don't think so. Because 6, 7, 8... That's only 11. I messed up. Whatever. No. I guess that's also a useful thing about Monarchs, like, since Lab Justice do have high level monsters. Tribute Summoning also works with them. Yeah, whatever. Can't really do much here. Well, I guess I might as well equip it to something to protect it. There's also that. Well, I messed up. Definitely shows that this is my first time playing the deck. Didn't realize this guy was a tuner. Should have been more cautious. Whatever, it's fine. Dang it, now it's kind of stuck in my X deck. Well, not really. Should be able to make it work. Might as well add a Superheavy Samurai Soul. Go for that one. That one also can special summon itself, which is nice. So I might as well just do these so I can special summon them. Should be okay though. I think all of these can special summon themselves. Oh no, not this one. But I think I'd rather get rid of this one anyway, so that I can special summon a Superheavy Samurai. I think I'll go for this guy. Or this guy, I think. But maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Like. Let's go for this one. I don't think this is the first time I showed off the Excel Synchro thing. But of course it's cool whenever you have a deck that can pull it off. It just kind of looks nice. And now I can chain block it too. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do this one first. Which, it doesn't really matter right now, but like, definitely chain blocking is useful when you're in more serious duels. Special summon that out. What's the effect of this? Oh yeah, I can still increase one of my guys' levels by 2. So I think I might as well do that. And I can still go on a Brone. There's the Brone. Nice. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to destroy this one. Nice. Oh, and then All Out Justice is pretty good. Face up tuners monsters on the field. What is the pendulum effect of this guy? Any other pendulum. So. Wait, what? Oh, pendulum summon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess I might as well. I don't know though. I'm thinking I probably should go yeah, because then I can get the one that can add one anyway. Yeah, this one can add. I should have a few more souls. Or I can just, yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go with that instead. Discard that. Summon out this one. Right there. Clevefoot Genius? Oh yeah! Guess I could. Yeah, there we go. So now I can go for Clevefoot Genius. That's not light though. Which one would I rather go for? The 3 or the 4? If I did the 3... Well, this can add another thing, so... Oh yeah, it can't be used, so... How does this guy work? To the zones this card points to, oh... Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that then. Ah... Boy. Well, I guess I might as well go for my pendulum summon then. Wait. I can only pendulum summon the one from my hand, though. Well, at least it would be... Looks like I pretty much still have to go for... My opponent does not control light. I guess I might as well go for the Clevefoot Genius here. Add a Superheavy Samurai. Guess I go with this one. Oh. Have their effects negate until the end of its turn. Oh, that's cool. Guess I only have one tuner though, so... Kinda don't want to go do that though. And then might as well go for this one, I guess. So I can still go for the destroyer. I think I will then. Or I could just simply go for this one. Probably, and then the destroyer. I guess I can at least return one to the hand. It's also useful returning my pendulum scales. If I really wanted to, but I'm just going to return that one. And then now what I can do is I can negate the effects of 2 of my cards. I gotta use that effect. Okay, Samurai Destroyer now. I didn't show off any of the Allied Justice Synchro monsters though. Maybe I can do that next time. I don't know. I guess the one downside of this card is it kind of makes it a little awkward for any future Link summons because of how it can't be used as Link material. No. I think I don't know. I guess I'll let that go through. So I don't have a choice this time. But of course, if it gets destroyed now, I can. Sekka's Light. I think I still want the negate. Drawing 2, always nice. Guess I... Maybe I reveal this one in return. There we go. I think I can just do all of them, yeah. Cool, now I can just pendulum summon them all. Because one of them goes to the extra deck. Maybe this time I'll just go... Oh wait, first I should probably destroy something. Cool. Now, I might as well go show off one of the... Can special summon one Superheavy Salmon monster card from a graveyard. Then you can place this card in your Pendulum Zone. So you don't have to. That's really cool. I don't think my opponent has any lights. Yeah, once again, no lights. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, I probably should. Well, whatever. Well, whatever. I didn't show off any of the Allied Justice, but I pretty much showed off both of the Superheavy Samurais. I didn't show off the effect of this, of the level 8 guy, though. Whatever. Still pretty cool. It's just... They wouldn't have really made that much of a difference anyway because my opponent didn't have any lights when I had the opportunity to. Like, the only time they would have really had the lights was with the Worms. Maybe I should have almost played the Superheavy Samurai against the Worms, because that was really the only one that actually kind of had lights. Man. But it does go to show you, like, why they're not very good, the Allied Justice. There's so many times where, like, even though light may be, like, one of the more popular, like, there's still, few opportunities where, like, you may not even really see any lights. There's still plenty of decks that don't really run very many lights, if any at all. And then playing like cards to change the attributes kind of is awkward. then you kind of have to find room in your deck to play cards that maybe like that don't really have much of an effect besides that. Yeah, so I guess I'll show this off now. So, no, what I can do... Yeah, no, because this will fall in line with the news anyway, so... I'll just do the Massville news now, so 1 hour and 36 minutes will be Massville news. That kind of took a little bit this time. I'll try not to spend too long here. So first one here, what they were kind of showing off, accessories bundle. So once again, there's a new bundle, which means I'm going to buy it, and these what you get. You can go ahead and feel free to read it if you want. Yeah, maybe like it would be easier if I just yeah, it's because of the 25th anniversary. Yeah, memories, like all the years of dueling, of course. So yeah, like so that actually looked pretty cool though. Kind of like some new monsters. I'm not sure if these are supposed to be like of any like real monsters though. Like someone can let me know if they're like representative actual monsters in the game, or if they're just kind of like made up for this whole 25th anniversary thing. Pretty cool though. Kind of seem like updated versions of like Dark Magician Girl in a way. Pretty cool. And then of course there's another bundle. There's another accessories bundle. So, but man, buying both of these, I kind of want to. Well, I do technically save some gems, so maybe I should just buy these. Maybe I should just go for these anyway. I think I do save some gems. Yeah, now this one showing the dragon, pretty cool. Once again. And then you can feel free to read the little lore stuff if you want. Oh, so we get more than one protectors now? Oh, so I think we get all of these. So Sarah, that's a pretty cool one. Oh yeah, of course, Dark Magician Go, that makes sense as one of them. Dire Bellstar. Yeah, not bad. You know, pretty cool designs. Now unfolds a new tale of the Black Witch and the Sinful Spoils. Yep, of course. It is said that when one inherits the soul of their master, their magic expresses out of the master themselves. And this one, the force whispers with a trap tantalizing tune, luring pitiful prey into its trap. Cool. Oh yeah, 60 million downloads. That's crazy. 1,000 gems. Yeah, but I think that's from going through it all. So it's not 1,000 gems right away. Oh yeah, that is the selection pack. So you get... Oh, Bonfire. Cool. That's a good one. Bonfire's not too bad, like, especially if you're playing some kind of pyro deck. I'm not sure if Flame Banshee is new or not. But of course... Either add to your hand or send to the graveyard. This kind of reminds me of that rank 3 Exceed, but like of course this is only about grabbing pyros. So kind of like this is good because it grabs more targets, and then maybe you can send it to your graveyard instead if you really want. Oh, and then it also has a special summon effect. But of course, the upside about Bonfire is you can activate it a little bit more easily. You have to go into this card first in order to activate it. And then, yeah, I think these are all new. I think a new volcanic monster for anyone who's into the volcanics. Maybe a little bit more support as well. Oh, I must have forgotten about this, but of course it's just a... If you buy gems, it might not be a bad idea to get that. And then a new wallpaper for Promethean Princess. This could have gone nicely with when I was kind of playing that Pyro, the Salamangreat, with the Manakashi, but no, well. She wields the power of ominous flames. Wow. It may be a product of curse or wickedness. Yeah, pretty much just trying to paraphrase it so it doesn't take as long. Oh yeah, and then of course I think this is still going on. This is until April 29th though, so you have quite a bit of time. Oh, so I guess this is pretty much just a reminder once again. And they did split them up now. I'm not sure if that would really make it easier or not. But yeah, it's on. I think it's on both the English version of the channel and then the OCG channel too. So I think it's on both the TCG and the OCG channel for the Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh yeah, and then upcoming Forbidden Limit list. 5 Rainbow Magician. I know. I think 6. Labyrinth players were playing that to kind of lock down the opponent a little bit. Forget exactly what it does, but I think it's just like a sort of floodgate card. So now it's getting limited. And then a few Super Heavy Samurais are getting hit. I think the wagon is the one that like changes its bow position in order to add an extra card to your hand. But since the Super Heavy Samurais are like so easy to like search for more and more stuff, I don't think that's gonna be too big of a deal. And then of course Brandon's taking a little bit of a hit. I think the DS Servant is the one that can like also add Dogmaticas as well on top of Brandon cards. So Dogmatica is taking a little bit of an indirect hit as well, which I guess kind of sucks for them because like they're not really as into meta as Brandon is. Cashier Unicorn taking a little bit of a hit, getting semi-limit, I think down from 3. And then Birth is getting, I guess that was at limited before. I don't think that was banned. I think it was just limited before. So now it's, so getting a little bit of a hit, but also a little bit of a buff as well. So, and then Armageddon 9 purely pre-memory for the purely players. That should be good for you. Armageddon is like good for like maybe some dark decks that can maybe afford to give up their normal summon for it. I'm pretty sure you need to normal summon it. Or maybe he's the one that can like special summon him by. He might be level 5. I think he's the one where you normal summon him and then you get to like mill send a dark from your deck to the graveyard. Anyway, not really a too big of a deal for me since I wasn't playing any of those in my Sprite Live Twin deck, and like no Sword Souls are getting hit either. And then the Duelist Cup is finished. You can go ahead and see like some of the winners decks if you want. I think by searching them online, maybe like see a little bit of the rankings on here, but I don't know if they go into as much detail as in if you just look them up. The survey doesn't really give you any rewards, so take it if you want, but it's not really that big a deal. I'm not even sure how likely they are to even like hear you anyway, because there's probably a ton of people taking this survey, and they can only like fix up so many things. Anyway. Oh yeah. Maintenance. I think this is the one that just passed. Yeah, for the update here. The new selection pack, the Blazing Arena, and also the 60 million downloads campaign, which kind of plays with the selection pack, since you do get a few selection packs from it, which I'm gonna see if it's any good for me. Like, the bonfire is not really that necessary though, so I'm gonna have to see if there's anything like really good. I'm not sure if you'll be able to disenchant the SR they get from this SR ticket, but I think you might be able to, because, but maybe not, because they do give you a ticket, so I'm not sure if you would or not. I guess the heater is kind of nice to get. There's also a few labyrinth cards in here once again. So first, the SRs might, since you can kind of get a free one. Sleipnir, okay, that's at least okay. Yeah, this could potentially be good with the runics with the sprites. Technically, if you're playing the runic build, maybe you can go into this, but then you're not going to level 2 instead. I don't know how often you would really want to do that, but I guess you have the option if you're playing the runic sprites, if you really want that. And then a few labyrinth cards. Is this a new one? I thought they implemented all the labyrinth level 4s, but it's not saying anything about how it got. Oh wait, no, that isn't a. Yeah, so this is a new one. So a few labyrinth cards getting reprinted, and I think this one can be pretty good with the Chronomalies or any rock deck that happens to be playing zero attack monsters. A few new Unchained stuff, a few new Monarchs even. That's cool. And of course, like the new Volcanics. Okay, yeah, that's another way to send Volcanics from your deck to a graveyard, so that's pretty good. I know Volcanics like to do that. This one is useful for zero attack monsters. Scareclaws have a few zero attack monsters, so maybe you could use it with the Scareclaws. Dark Corridor is finally getting implemented. That's a good card for the Dark World deck. Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. Fire Ejection. Yeah, of course, all the Volcanics are Pyro, so they're also going to like the Pyro sport. Ring Announcer. It's always treated as Battling Boxing card. Battling Boxing? Shouldn't be Battling Boxer. Wow, interesting. Huh. Thought they were Battling Boxer, not sing with an ing. Unchained Abomination can be pretty good for maybe if you like wanted to play this. It can even be useful with like the if you want to play this in a like this, since it's generic, it can be useful as a link for pretty much any deck. Ahsoka Pillar, interesting. Oh, I guess you have a way to add equip spells here. Oh, yeah, there are a few new Labyrinth, which makes sense since like they have a few reprints too. I think the nice thing about the Labyrinth stuff getting some new support getting added in, and is like the Fiendsmith are also like a deck that's like going to be coming out, which could be useful with maybe some of the Fiend monsters out of Labyrinths. So maybe that's why they're doing that for the Dark Wolves and Labyrinth, because maybe they're getting ready to introduce the Fiendsmiths later on. There's a few other Fiend support cards in here. Runics though, that's interesting. I mean, I guess there might be a few Fiends and Runics, and of course the Battling Box is all fire, so I guess there's that. for the battling boxes. Although they're not pyros. And these two care about pyros specifically, the bonfire and the infernal flame banshee. At least like this one, at least like generic materials, that's always nice. And then of course this can also add fires from your deck to your hand. And this can be like any fire. It doesn't have to be a pyro unlike these other two. Although these can add non-fire pyros if you have any of those. So there's that. Not that, yeah, because not all pyros are gonna necessarily fire. So it doesn't really look like I really need to open this pack at all. So I'll probably just do the free ones and then probably just ignore it after that, because I don't think there's really any cards I really need from here. Yeah, I don't think there's any cards I need from here. Now, how much are they're only 1,000 gems? Wait. 10 master packs? Oh, for 1,000 gems, so they're not giving you a discount on the packs. That's kind of tough. So they're not giving you a discount on the packs. It's really only for the accessories. How much time do I have on these? 25 days. Maybe I should wait, because I don't know if I want to open master packs. I think I'd rather just open regular packs. Yeah. Maybe I should just skip on on these this time. Cause I don't really need the accessories, like. Do get quite a few accessories though. But I think I'd rather hold out for secret packs instead, because that'll probably do better to help out my building of the different Eldritch decks. Yeah, so how many? So it's 3,000 extra gems. That's pretty nice. That's helpful. That'll definitely help me out quite a bit. I guess now that the Duelist Cup rewards is over, maybe I can like do this as my pack opening. Maybe in addition to legacy packs. What time is it? Yeah, I should still be okay. I think I'll still do the missions. And now I can do the... Yeah, I'm gonna do the missions now. Oh, yeah, I had that solo mode mission. So, Master missions, 1 hour and 54 minutes. This is also, once again, giving you a chance to look at my... Oh yeah, I did add in the I took out the download so I could add in the mosquitoes. That's a little bit of a difference so it's a little different now. Although I haven't pulled off the mosquito HK yet. But maybe I will in this video. But yeah, of course, next video will be the Eldritch solo mode. That'll be on Friday to give myself a little extra time for hopefully getting me some good cards needed for my for to be prepared for the Eldritch Ceremony without having to disenchant a whole bunch of cards. Yeah, so now 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I had yeah, no. This is fine if it says 1 day left. Where it's not fine is when it shows like hours. But as long as it still says day, day next to the number, you can still wait until the next reset. So what this means is I have one more reset before I have to get all the missions done. So I can still just get one mission done. One more mission done and I'll be good for tomorrow's reset. So that's a little tip right there. Because I was a little bit confused about that myself. Okay, I'm going. Yeah, okay, that's fine. If you get to it before I get. And I'm getting really close to finishing the final thing for the mission stuff, that Duelist D level 1 through 10. I'm almost finished with the 10. And then I can show all the rewards they get from that, going from 1 through 10 there. Should be able to have it by next video, so I can always show it in next video if I can't show in this one. Maybe I will just show it next video anyway. Yeah. Or maybe I could show it in this video and next video, because it shouldn't take too long to go through it. Oh, I think my opponent's playing Volcanics. Okay, that's cool. So it's one of the new selection pack decks. I don't think Volcanics are too bad nowadays with all that support. They got another way. They got another card for sending more of the Volcanics to the graveyard. Not sure if it's a quick effect, that monster, but... And of course, Bonfire for adding Volcanics. Not sure if Volcanics can super easily go into the Infernal Flame Banshee, though. Okay. So, better start with the Lilla. Volcanic Inferno. Chain the emergency teleport. Oh, negating effect. Wait, no. Oh, I guess that's just getting it ready because they don't have any monsters engraved just yet. Probably should have waited to activate it then. They probably should have waited to activate that trap. Since now that I know what it is, kind of gives away the surprise factor. Probably would rather go for a destroyer card. So I'm gonna leave Lilla on the field this time. Yeah, basically how it is if you want to go for the destroyer card, you want to leave Lilla on. If you want to go for the draw instead, you want to leave Sequel on the field. But I still want that in the graveyard. And now that I already have the blue, I can go for the frog play. And now I don't have to waste the elf on the swap frog because I can just put it back in my hand and special summon it by setting off a dupe. And then I might as well not activate again because I already have everything I need in the graveyard. Now I can do the swap. The blue. Blue will allow me to go for the jet. See, of course the OTK really only works if my opponent puts down an attack position monster that has strong enough power. Even decent enough attack, but a lot of the times, like, for a lot of these duels, my opponent's pretty much just saying cards too, which does really help with that. So, in that case, but of course I can that's why I have Gambus as a backup plan, as a backup OTK plan. Gambus can almost always, I mean, Gambus is good for if they don't do that, and then otherwise Mosquito is good for if they do. Yeah, so I'll go for Elf first here. Should use up the Gigantic Sprite. I don't want to do the Elf just yet. Go ahead and do the Jet first. Jet will go ahead and add the Gamma Burst. Actually, what I should do is I should go for the Obenamal. Onibamal. Always confuse it with Obenamal, even though it's supposed to be Onibamal because it's an Oni. Oh well. Of course, I want to detach a swap because then I can like have that in the graveyard for banishing for Ronin Totem. And then I can use this. And a good thing about this is if it now doesn't put in the graveyard. Gets rid of the monster without putting in the graveyard. Which can be nice if it has like a graveyard effect. Which it might. Because like this is Volcanics. So now what I can do is I can go for the Ronin Totem play. Special summon that back. Go for, starting off with Keyseekle. You've done those two. I mean, not Keyseekle, Lilla. Lilla will special summon the Keyseekle here. Then, here's a pretty good idea. What I can do, so I can still get the draw at the same time, is I can use the Obenamal. And now this will give me the draw. So I get a draw, not the best draw, but sometimes I get a good draw. Now I can go for the Keyseekle, so now I can get the destruction. Destruction here. Yeah, destroy. I'm not probably the trap. Now I can do the elf here, special summon another monster for some extra damage. Probably go for the one that has the most attack. Yeah, and then this is already enough, so I might as well just go for battle now. I think the mosquito isn't a fiend either, so you want to be a little careful with that as well. Yeah, there we go. I guess I really only need the 3. Wait, no. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I definitely had it with 4 though. Okay. So now that should be enough dailies. That's good. The more the merrier, especially when it's almost time for it to end. So now tomorrow, that means I'm gonna have to do all 6. I'll just wait until tomorrow. I still think it's best to wait if you're not planning to play a lot. If you're planning to pretty much just go for the dailies like I am, and not too worried about like where you end up in the rankings. If you're more focused on the missions, best to wait. Like until tomorrow to get them all done, as long as you don't overflow, because maybe you have ones that like can like stack on top of one another, or there's more opportunities of being able to maybe get them all done in one. Whereas if I was going for the 3, I would definitely have to go for the 3 tomorrow, but maybe I can get them all done in one duel. If I go for the 3 today, I would have to get them done in a minimum of 2 duels though. Whereas if I wait until tomorrow, maybe I can get them all done in a minimum of 1 duel. Maybe I can save myself a duel, which can add up. Oh, that's a lot of stuff right here. Look at all that, man. Yeah, they're still doing... I wonder if this is ever gonna end. I'm not sure if this is ever gonna end, the Sword Soul. And I'm still playing the Sword Soul, though. I think I'm gonna definitely at least play it up until the last solo mode video here. Because even though I'm not showing off, maybe if anyone has any question about Sword Soul, I can be more likely to answer them. But yeah, now that I'm done with that part, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Goosebumps now. But first talk about the verse and then do the Goosebumps. Okay, so first of all, the verse discussion will be 2 hours and 9 minutes. Bible verse discussion. Okay. Maybe I could just do the 5 pack, because then that will just give me more opportunity to open more. Nah, I don't know. I guess I'll just do, because 25. I think it's maybe sometimes better to just open less in a video, because then I can like spend more time talking about the cards, maybe, and they won't. Then the cards may not be as likely to be hidden away because there's just so many. So I think I'm just gonna open up the packs I have today, and then open up whatever legacy packs, whatever number of legacy packs I have for next week as well. So anyway, here's a verse. Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Hebrews 4:16, English Standard Version. Or if you like, here's what YouVersion says about it. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. So very similar. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence. So that's saying like basically coming to Jesus with confidence. because like the more confidence you have when you like pray to him, the more you'll be able to believe it for yourself. So which is also good, because not only do you want Jesus to hear your prayer, but you also want to believe that the words you're saying really are good. May receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. And also because like you'll be more likely to remember the prayers that you have prayed, like if you were confident when you did pray them. Otherwise, you might just forget all about the prayers later on, like if you didn't truly believe the words you were saying yourself, you might be more likely to forget them. So that's how I feel about the verse. If anyone wants to give their own summarization of the verse, you can feel free. And if you want to talk a little bit more about it, we can either do that in the comments or a one-on-one with the Facebook Messenger, which I always give the information for when I make into a video. Okay. And then you can always feel free to talk to me even after I finish up the Macedol videos. You can feel free to talk to me even then, and you can feel free to join the high tier group even after I finish the Macedol videos as well. Anyway, let's move on to the Goosebumps. So this time it's the Why Am I Afraid of Bees? Yeah, and the thing about this Goosebumps is that unfortunately, due to like budget constraints, there's no actual film adaptation, so I'll just basically talk about the verse. I mean about the book. So Goosebumps. So I'll just call this the Goosebumps book discussion. Why I'm Afraid of Bees. I'll just give a summarization of it and what I thought of it overall. So I actually really like this book. I'm kind of bummed that they didn't have a TV adaptation of it, because I thought this was kind of one of the cool books. I'm kind of more into like those like polymorph transformation kind of books. And of course, like the idea of like swapping with somebody else is kind of cool. Also, I think this is like the first time Allstein like at least brought up sort of like a transgender a TG sort of idea, because like she did, because the receptionist, I think it was, did say that like not only can you swap with boys, you can also swap with girls if you really want. She was like, or, like she kind of like just said that as like a slight nod, of course, because probably pretty much had to say it too, just in case. But of course, like didn't actually go through with that idea. But at least it was like a slight mention. Like this was at the first time he like even just hinted towards it. So that was so I thought that's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, and while I'm going through the Goosebumps book discussion, I'll also do and packs opening. I'll do 5 times. It's 5 times Duelist Cup, 5 times DC, Duelist Cup, and 20 times Legacy. So yeah, anyway, so just wanted to like say that, and also what else did I like about it? I guess it was cool learning some bee facts. Like, I didn't realize bees could actually sting each other, so that kind of got me a little bit interested in knowing, like, is that true? And it is. I also found out that, like, if bees if bees do sting another bee, if a bee does sting another bee, it's the recipient of that sting that actually dies, because like they don't tear anything off when they're stinging another bee, but the other bee still dies from it. I'm not exactly sure why, but thought it was kind of interesting. That's kind of like the reverse. Wow, getting a few clashing souls here. So yeah, here's the cards from this. If anyone wants to say what their favorite card from this was, I guess the Dark Highlander is kind of cool. That's my full playset. Didn't really need a full playset. Clashing Souls is pretty much a new one that I got. I guess like this is good if you decide to play like a Battle God deck, and I dig. This is probably the one that you do want like an actual playset of. I guess Clashing Souls, I don't know, that just because it's new. If anyone else has a favorite of the, like maybe just an overall favorite based on what you can get from the Duelist Cup, or a favorite from what I open, you can feel free to let me know. Or of course any fun facts. But anyway, more about the book. So anything else that I want to mention? Oh yeah, I kind of felt bad because like at the end when like they all got their bodies back, since the bee kind of, I think, I'm not sure if like the bee, like after it got its body back, I think it might not keep the stinger, so I think that means like maybe the bee just like died when it got its body back. Of course, like bees don't live very long anyway, so not too big of a deal, but still kind of sucks that like he basically killed the bee in a indirect way. I don't really like bees all that much either. So I guess it was also kind of nice because I guess I could just relate a bit more this time. Oh, I got another Battle God card. Anyway, I don't know if I really have anything else to say. It's nice that they all made up in the end. Oh, there's another Blasting the Ruins. Here's another. Yeah, maybe I'll just skip because I don't know if I really have much else to say. So I got United We Stand. Performing Trick Clown is a pretty good one actually. World Legacy Clash, that's 6. Advise of Death. So not a ton of URs and SRs. I'm not too worried about it at this point since I did just end up crafting the mosquito. Unfortunately, I still didn't get a chance to use it. Maybe in next week's video though. Like maybe the last shot I have. And that will probably and that'll be a little bit bigger with the missions anyway because oh wait no, that will be next week, so no it won't be. Because that'll be like when it's like into a new season. Anyway, my favorite card here, can't really talk about the Trick Clown or the United We Stand since I already got over a playset of them. I mean the only one that I don't have playset of that's not saw is this one, which this can be sometimes useful if you're playing like a heavy die deck. It may come in handy if like a deck like that becomes like really good. So, any good rares? I guess this is kind of notable. Like this can eventually get you like special summoning something pretty big, which can be kind of neat. And it may not be as hard as you think, since there are like other ways besides its own effect that allows you like send others to the graveyard. Yeah. I don't know. So I guess like pretty much those two. I want to also talk about Slushy. Also it's kind of notable because it's new. I don't know if that's as notable even though it's new. I think this is probably the most notable of the ones I got that were new, that were on the new side. Oh, I did get a playset of the Swamp Battle God. So now I think I have 2 lavas and 3 swamps. Okay, well that's pretty much it for the pack opening here. Yeah, see, it's crazy that I'm still getting... Oh, this is also new. It's crazy that I'm still getting new cards even with all the hundreds of secret packs I open. I probably open at least 1,000 at this point, probably more than that. And I'm still getting new cards. It just goes to show you, like, there's a crazy amount of SRs and URs within the legacy packs, and there's a few that are pretty notable. There's quite a few different cards within the legacy found within legacy packs. It'll be quite a while before you end up collecting them all if you like. Unless of course you just craft all of them, but like if you're just like going for them just through opening. Yeah. And you could just open like a whole bunch. Like, I'm not I think Mosquito wasn't like one of the first cards that were like shown since the beginning, so I didn't have all. So there was a time where I couldn't get the Mosquito at all, but still I probably opened at least like maybe 400, maybe like maybe 300 legacy packs looking for this Mosquito, and I never got that. I still haven't gotten that technically from the legacy pack. Yeah. Also, it's kind of difficult because like there's no such thing as like duplication protection for any like packs that you open, unlike what like Hearthstone has. But I don't know. I don't think this game really needs that. Like, Duel Links maybe could use that. I'm not sure if Duel Links has that, but like I don't think this game really needs that. But anyway, that's gonna do it. I don't want to get make it too late into lunch, so I think I'm gonna pretty much end it there unless anybody wants to duel me here. I'll be willing to spend a little bit of time dueling if anyone wants to do that. Yeah, I'll just save the last 2 packs for later. Those 2 packs for later. But otherwise, I think I'm just gonna pretty much end it there. Bye everyone. Oh wait, I'll wait until 2:25, just to make sure no one has like any like last minute remarks they want to make, or just say, hey, I want to duel you, or anything like that. Or like maybe like if anyone wants me to give them a shout out for like, actually I guess I could refresh. I could probably refresh and see if anyone did like or subscribe to me. So I refresh. Looks like I still have the same amount of subscribers and likes, but got like, just in case I didn't shout out a few of the subscribers, I'd like to shout out the 84 subscribers here. So thank you so much for everyone who helped me get to 84 subscribers, and we'll see maybe if I can get a few more before I finish up the Master content. Okay, it's 2 hours and 25 minutes, so I think I'm just gonna pretty much end it there. Hopefully I see a lot. Thank you everyone who was looking. even if you don't comment, I still want to thank you for at least like looking here, especially if you looked during the Bible verse discussion. Hopefully, even if maybe you don't need it yourself, maybe you can like share it with a few of your friends who maybe could use some Bible verse discussions in their life. Maybe share the video with them, or just the part about the Bible verse discussion, which is one of the reasons why I like doing the timestamps. So now you can easily get to it. Anyway, and if anyone wants to let me know if they're buying any of the new stuff, any of the accessories or whatnot, you can let me know about that as well. What you think about them, what your thoughts on them are. If you want to let me know what your thoughts on any of the duels here today were, like, that's fine too. Next week I'll be going over the Monster Blood 2. I know that one is good because that one has a I know that one has a TV episode associated with it, so that's really cool. And also it's really cool because I went over Monster Blood 1 and now I'm going over Monster Blood 2. So I'll continue kind of the story, and I'll also be able to see if they improve from Monster Blood 1. Maybe I could even talk about like what I think of it versus the first one. Like maybe I could even continue, like maybe make it a bit longer of a versus kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So anyone who wants to come to the next week's video, just a reminder, it'll be Eldritch. So that should be pretty fun. I'll be mixing some stuff with Eldritch. And I know Eldritch is a much more interesting archetype, so that's why I kind of want to save that as like maybe the last one unless a new solo mode comes up. Anyway. Anything else? No, I think that's... Oh yeah, just a reminder, if anyone is enjoying my content, still have at least one more episode to go before I finish up this Master content. If anyone maybe wants me to make any other videos on any other Master topics, you can let me know. Otherwise, I might just end it with the Eldritch, if nothing else too big comes out. Yeah, but as a reminder, please like, share, and subscribe, and considering that notification bell for next week's video to be notified of that. Maybe you could even like and maybe you can even like, I'm not sure if they would notify you of past videos, but maybe you could even use it for that. No, I don't see why they would. But yeah, of course, like if you do want to see specific videos, I have like different playlists for different series that I did. So that's I think pretty nice. I didn't just do Yu-Gi-Oh! I also have like playlists for other games as well. For the Rehydrated, the Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, or or some other random one-offs that I did of games that I kind of took off of Twitch. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I did get a new comment from my Pox Noir video saying promote him, so I think it was maybe another spam type comment. I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to like assume anything, but I'm so thankful that someone did care enough to leave a comment. So thank you to Aaron for leaving a comment on my Pox Noir video. Looks like it was Proxnor anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, and then if you want to like help me out like directly, a little bit more directly, you can like always like at least check out one of those affiliate links to see if maybe like there's anything you're interested in. And then if you use my link and there's something you're interested in, you'll be able to buy what you want. Well, maybe providing some financial help for me. Which would certainly be appreciated. Anyway, bye everyone. Hold on. I think it's this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, and a reminder, if anyone wants me to give a little bit more information or the link about the proxy generator for Yu-Gi-Oh, you can feel free to let me know down in the comments or through the or through Facebook. I think either way, if someone does, maybe I can also just put in the descriptions for my videos, or maybe even like put in the community post. And I probably will link the and I will link the prayer that I talked about in the community post in the description as well, because that's a pretty important prayer for you to pray if you want to try to secure a spot into heaven. And if you want to know a little bit more information about that, you can like let me know down in the comments or in the Facebook Messenger. Bye everyone.